guys saw my short, but if you didn't, you should watch it because the motherfucker's black magic ain't working no more, and it's fucking hilarious, and the candles are burning clear. I broke your spells, bitches. I broke them, I did. And I know you're mad. And that's okay, so you stay mad. None of your shit works on me anymore. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? You guys didn't know. I'm stronger than you. I'm sure you didn't know, actually. That's why you're trying to keep me held down so long. Well, guess what, bitches? Not no more. Hi, everybody. Time for some music, I guess. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm so stressed out. I've never been this fucking stressed. I literally feel like I'm not even in my body. It's ridiculous. Ooh. Speaking of, I should take my blood pressure medication, which I have exactly 9 more days of worth, because nobody will fucking fill it. I can't get it filled. Oh my god. They literally cut me off at the balls. Like, literally, I can't get my prescriptions filled anymore either. They're trying to kill me at any means possible. Any means possible. So yeah, I'm fucked once this runs out, because my blood pressure, I've been in the hospital for it like twice now, and it was like 200 over something both times. The machines were going off. It was crazy. I'm very stressed out. And they've hit my fucking pocket again. The Etsy shop's suspended. And I thought I had like $80 for food for today, you know, for the week. I was gonna get some groceries, and I woke up this morning, my bank account was overdrawn. I'm like, wait, what? Had some charges come through. I don't know what's going on, so that's happening. And then yeah, so they've hit my finances real good. Or maybe it's all just a coincidence and I'm just crazy, you know? Could be just a coincidence, right? No, it's not. Maybe if I could get my stash back from the jail, because they stole that. And I got arrested. That would be good. That would be like, I think I had like 5 of them in there, but I don't think they give you your stuff back like once you get out, or get, you know, once your charges get dropped. They stole a bunch of my stuff. They stole my bra and panties, and they stole my medical marijuana license, my vape pen. Even though, like, if I had a license, I'm allowed to have the pen, so why did you confiscate it, you know? They took also my nicotine vape and some other stuff, some cash. They did. So anyway, I don't know if they give that stuff back, you know, but, like, that would be good. But I don't want to go down there because, so I think tomorrow we're going to do a live hangout as I call the clerk of court for Pinellas County and ask them why my letter to the judge, the one that got me in all this trouble outlining all the details of everything, why can it not be filed in the court, the public record, you know? Because I've e-filed it and it's not e-filed. It's not on the docket. And so I also handed a copy to the judge in chambers, which he's supposed to have those filed with the clerk. And anything that hold on. Anything that's, my spirit guides are so, you guys are so fucked, it's so bad. So yeah, so they refused to file my letter, my communication, you know, to the court in the public record. So now they're like, you're gonna have to come down to the courthouse, you know, come down here, personally file it, because they're trying to snatch me. Or they're gonna set me up to be arrested for something, right? So this is bad corruption. Like the craziest thing about all of this is like, it's witnessing it in real life, you know, because I have studied this. Like, this is what I was certified in when I was in corporate America, like corruption, bribery. And I read about these things, you know, but I never in a million years dreamed that this could be real life. Oh my God, Florida is so fucking wild. Like, it really is. They're fucking vigilantes down here, man. Vigilantes. But I'm firing back. I did a TikTok earlier and I sent it to CNN. I sent it to a bunch of like popular YouTubers that are really kind of like keeping an eyeball on Florida, you know. I sent it to other major news outlets, you know, that might be interested in something like this. So I'll keep doing that. We're gonna be blowing up TikTok. So yeah, that's what's happening now. I still have to draft and file a motion to switch judges, and I was gonna attach the letter, of course, as an exhibit to that motion, but I cannot, like, I just can't do it right now. I can't hammer it out. And so like it's procedural as well. Like I need to like call them or like look up the rules, because you know, when you have a motion on a hearing or a motion to change the judge, you can't have that judge, you know, hear the case. So they have to involve another judge at some level. So I'm trying to make sure, you know, but again, this is corruption, so nothing is impossible. So I'm like, procedurally, what do I have to do, you know? And I still have to write, or I filled out the bar complaint for judges. It's not a bar complaint, it's another governance that oversees them. I just need to mail it in because they only take physical mail copies. So I'm trying, guys. I'm doing everything I can. I just can't take anything else. And seeing Emmy's face on the FaceTime like really bothers me because she does not look well, you know? She looks like something is very wrong, and I'm not just saying that, you know? I'm just worried, you know? She's obviously traumatized. She just lost her mother overnight, you know? Imagine. Yeah, it's like I died. Yeah, they're fucking traumatizing the shit out of her, and they're enjoying every minute of it. Because here's the problem. The trafficker is a psychopath. He is a pure psychopath. He's like a serial killer, literally. Okay? And, you know, he has to be abusing someone at all times, or he can't function. Like, he really has to. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter who it is, he's got to be abusing someone, like, hardcore. So, Emmy is the only option, right? Because nobody else will talk to him. So, I'm so scared for her. Yeah, it breaks my heart, but I said God's gonna deliver fucking vengeance on all these fucking corrupt people. And hopefully somebody from one of the major news outlets believes me. Just look into it a little bit, you know, you'll see instantly. I have no criminal record aside from the setup, but that's not really a criminal record since the charges were dropped. I don't even have a speeding ticket, nothing. All I've done my whole life is work hard and be a good person and a contributing member to the community. That's all I've ever done. Business owner, and I did that all as a single mom and a trafficking victim, and I did it all by myself while working full-time at a top 10 law firm and a Fortune 500. So yeah, I bust my ass my whole life only to end up like this, you know? and having my daughter abused and you know, subject to a corrupt judicial system. The victim of human trafficking and abuse. This is exactly what I was trying to prevent. If I had had my wits about me when I was making a lot of money, I should have just hired a lawyer and fucking went for the jugular. But I was trying so hard to have a good, balanced relationship with him for her. I did not want to rip her away from her father, even though the circumstances were unbelievable. Plus, you guys, I had some Stockholm syndrome. I did. I felt sorry for him for a while. That's why I didn't report it. I felt bad for him. I don't feel bad for him anymore. So, yeah, but they're torturing me, so I'm just responding to that torture. And I'm going to continue to. I'm making videos about every person individually and what they did. Yep, I'm not holding back. Okay, anyway, it's gonna be alright. This is so fucking crazy. My life really is like a movie, guys, if you wouldn't believe it. I've had the craziest life. It made me wonder though, like, what about people that like are they're targeted people, like somebody that's like maybe making it in like the celebrity world, you know? You would think like these gangs of people would come to like really try to take them down, do the same thing they did to me, you know? So what happens then? Like, does that happen to them? I was wondering. Or, you know, maybe they have people advocating for them, you know? Or these people just join the dark forces. If I had joined the dark forces, if I had joined them, this would not happen. You know, if I would submit to them, then I would have Emmy, you know. But that's what they want, and I'm not joining any dark forces ever. They've tried so hard to get me to do that, to join them, and I'm not doing this. I'm not. I won't. So, you know, I will get what I want. I will get Emmy out of this mess, and we will get out of here. It's gonna happen. Hey Serena, hey Em, hey Garnet. Hey Tina. Yeah, I shared it with the major outlets, you know. But they're giving me a hard time now, because I just made a TikTok about Ron DeSantis talking about, you know, that famous quote, you know, Florida is where woke goes to die. And, you know, I feel like my business might be a little woke, you know. So, you know, it just makes me feel like I was like a targeted individual, you know, like seriously, hate crimes, you know. And this is why the judicial system is not working in my favor, possibly, right? But I know that these people were paid. I mean, I know it. And it's sad. It's really sad. But, you know, we're going to keep talking about it, keep exposing it. And like I said, yes, I'm contacting the news. I'm trying my best to get out there. Because this is crazy. And I kind of look at like their master to see like what's going on, you know? Like whatever wavelength he's on, you know, and he's neurotic and deranged a lot. It's like that's what they do, because it's a copycat show, you know? Look at my socks. I don't know where they went. you know, he's like not afraid of going to prison now, and he's just even telling his openly, you know, his crimes to like major news outlets. He's just admitting guilt, and it scares me because this is like the new, you know, thing that they're gonna have. Like this is what they want. So he's being very boisterous, you know, about this, like in your face, because he truly believes he's not going to prison. He's like, I'm not worried about it. And he admittedly, you know, openly admits his crimes right then and there, because he's that sure that he's not going to prison, which makes me think this is like a, you know, it's all related, you know what I mean? Like that's why they're so ballsy here. This is ballsy, you know, it was a ballsy move to do this. Ugh. My socks, that would be great. But yeah, think about it. 2 and 2 together. All the shit I went through with the city of Largo, 6 months, you know, making me wait, hold the store, you know, not giving me the permit. And then the thing with the arm. There's some other stuff that happened too. They were stalking me. And then when I lost my power, I was charging my phone at the gazebo at a city park right behind my store. And they were stalking me. Like there was this guy in a golf cart and he would like zoom up behind me. What are you doing? I'm like, charging my phone, man. I'm sorry, I don't have electricity, you know? And then they turned off. He said, you can't charge that here. I'm like, why? It's a city park. You know, I'm not like running my store off of it. I'm literally just charging my phone and these lamps, you know, maybe a battery pack. So, anyway, they turned off the power to the gazebo just so that I couldn't charge my phone. And they did other things too. Like they wouldn't let me put my sign up, you know. They said it was too bright. And then I asked for the lumen limit and they couldn't provide that. So I wasn't allowed to put my signage out, you know, for my store. So that hurt me a lot, you know. There's other things too. But that's just the start of it. So yeah, I mean, I was targeted from right then and there, you know. And it was, you know, because what I do is considered woke. Because I'm aware of what this is, you know. I'm aware of what I'm fighting. And they don't like that. So, yeah. And I teach others about it, so I'm definitely targeted, you know. So yeah, this whole thing is a really, like, it's like a novel. Like, it's like a Stephen King novel. I'm gonna ask Stephen if he would like to write my story one day. Because seriously, this is what it feels like. It's a very, like, intertwined, you know, shit show that I'm very tired of being a part of. I wanna just take a step back and take a break. I'm tired. But that's not gonna happen anytime soon, unless I get my money back. Yeah, we'll see. I'm so curious about the inheritance too. I have to find out. I'm gonna reach out to my brother. Find out what's going on. I just don't know what to say. I guess I could just say, hi, how are you? How's everything going? And just see what's happening, because I have a feeling this is all tied to that. It's so crazy. Crazy. Oh boy, can't make this shit up, man. Can't make this shit up. So they sent in the Beelzebubs, you know, the high level demons, 2 of them, to take my ass down, you know. They almost succeeded. I think that's so. They must be very frustrated right now, I can only imagine. It didn't work. Nope. I want to find out what the other one is. Jezebel. It's Jezebel. Yeah, looking back, everything, right? Everything about this chick was Jezebel, you know? And she's probably incarnate, you know? As he's Beelzebub incarnate. It's just so funny. Like they tried to suck me into the lifestyle in my 20s, you know? Didn't work. I didn't fall for it. I was in the law firm circuit, you know? All these rich lawyers, you know, with lots of money. Oh my God. Didn't work. I didn't even, like, I never tried any hard drugs. I did ecstasy one time, but that was with my ex-husband. That's the only drug I ever tried. And then, yeah, they couldn't get me to, you know, convert, even with the money, and I dated a lawyer and all this stuff. They couldn't get me to convert. I did everything the right way, always with integrity. Never effed my way to any top ever. Crazy. So that's when they had to send in the big dogs, you know. Oh my God. Guess that didn't work, you know. They tried to get me, you know, to drink way too much, and yeah, I fell for that for a while. I was partying, like I was, you know, I was still a 9-to-5-er. It never impacted my life, you know, negatively. It probably impacted my mental health negatively, but you know, I was a weekend warrior. Friday and Saturday night we would drink, and then usually like one night a week, you know, Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, hanging out with the neighbors or something. So yeah, we drank quite a bit, but we were out in the country. It was just like what we did, you know. I married a drinker, you know, so I was drinking with him, but I'm not really a drinker. I mean, I like to drink. I do. I have fun when I drink, but that's, you know, because I only drink every so often, you know what I mean? It's a special occasion thing for me. And if you do it that way, it's like, it's not like a detriment to your life, you know? I don't know. I know a lot of people don't drink at all, which I completely understand. And honestly, I could. I just honestly have fun when I drink alcohol. I guess because I feel better just temporarily, you know? But I'm not addicted to it, nor am I addicted to anything. But I'm not addicted to the point where I would be sick or ill without it, just agitated, you know? Anyway, I'm off course, guys. I'm sorry, I'm dealing with a lot. I just can't. Oh my God. Can't believe the situation is occurring, but I'm trying to remain optimistic. I swear, I feel like my life is like a CIA experiment. I really do. I feel like they put me through this to like see how much torture one human can withstand. Really. And they haven't been able to crack me yet. bitch, as everybody now knows. I don't cave, I don't fold, I don't give up. I fight for what is right, and that is what I will continue to do for the rest of my life, no matter what. So some things need to be called attention to because they're not right. Hurting other people is not right. It's not. You have no right to do that. Especially innocent young people, babies. That makes you especially despicable. Despicable. A monster. And I know some of you just want the clout of being a monster, like, and you're here for that. You know, you've submitted to that, and I get that. I saw the look in the lawyer's eyes. He had submitted to evil. The judge submitted that day when he sold his soul to the devil, and so did the bailiff and the judicial assistant, because they know the truth. And they sold their souls. I hope it was worth it, guys. Yep, they got in the middle of a battle that they may not have even realized what was going on. This is a heavy-duty spiritual battle. I'm fighting Beelzebub and Jezebel. They're demonic entities incarnated. Yes, they're human. It's a human body, of course. But they are demonic entities. And when you help them, you sell your soul to the devil. I feel like there's going to be something changing on this stuff soon. Like, something's going to validate us spiritual people, the seers that have been talking about stuff for a while. The light workers that have been doing their jobs. I guess we'll see. Thanks, Sochi. I just want to get Emmy out of this. You know, that's all I care about. I was willing to sacrifice myself. I was going to stay locked down in Florida until Emmy was 18 and just stay silent and not do anything about it and just, you know, not do what I wanted to do with my life. But now it's not even about that. It's about Emmy. You know, it's about getting Emmy out of this cycle, out of this trafficking ring. You know, and that's what it is. It's an organized ring. And, you know, it needs to be shut down. Not my child. No. Not my child. Sorry. Not gonna be me. Not gonna be her. Nope. The cycle ended with me. I was the last one. Not her. Fucking demons. Yeah, we're going down fighting. I am not playing. I'm scared of what they're going to find out about him. I'm scared. Like, I don't even want to know. Truly. It's too much to bear, you know? I've never met someone so evil. Like, and I said that too, like, after I left. I mean, I was, like, stunned by how evil, you know, he was. And, you know, he knows no ends. Like, it's crazy. They have no idea what they're doing, but then again, they do. When you take money from people, you know what you're doing. You're enabling that. You're enabling that behavior, that malicious, that, you know, malignant behavior. Grandiose. Like, I can do anything. I can control the courts. I am God. That's what he's thinking. I can get away with murder. I own you. In his mind, he is 10 feet tall and invincible. He's a demon, guys. I've seen it. He's a real demon. He has fucking wings. He's looking weak, though. He's looking weak. He is. He looks like he's worn out trying to battle me. I'm gonna get her back, Soshi. I'm gonna get her back. It isn't fair. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional what they did. There's no cause for any of this. The only cause was a bribe. They're also members of the same spiritual group. It covers as a Catholic church, but it's a coven. It's a satanic coven. Yep. Anyway, I really need to get to work, guys, because I need to make some money. I'm overdrafted, and yeah. Simon. Hi, buddy. You're such a good boy. Come here, you want to sit with me? Oh, buddy. Fucked your whole butt. Poor baby. Come here, you look so handsome, buddy. You do. Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, Emily. Hey, FG. Hey, Charm. Thank you so much, Charm. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's my problem. Like, that's why I can't get like started, you know, because I go into these like shaking episodes. I mean, yeah, they don't. Well, maybe they do. And this person's ruthless, you know. Human life means nothing to Beelzebub, the Lord of the Flies. It's insane too, because you can ask Amy, like she's seen a lot of this. She was around for a year, you know, seeing like all of this kind of transpire. And I'm so glad she, you know, was with me, because I don't know what I would have done, but we were under heavy spiritual warfare. They were just hexing the shop over and over again, which is another reason when I walked out the door, I left everything. I left the oils, I left the herbs, I left the crystals, I left it all. bad energy. But I would see almost daily these big black flies, you know, and like Nuggies became like the fly slayer, you know, like she would catch them. She loved it. She would run around the store and catch the flies, but it's because Beelzebub is the lord of the flies. They're also monitoring spirits, you know. So yeah, I was in his parents' car and it smelled like death, and there was big black flies in it too, and the car looks like a hearse. His parents are also demons. I don't know who they are. They're evil though. The mom is very evil, extremely, and the dad just does anything the mom says. He's a hitman. He takes orders, and he goes out and carries out whatever deed she says. Including murdering her own daughter-in-law, the mother of her granddaughter. Yeah. You must have been shocked when I didn't die. That explains why I was laid out on the table in the jail. I think they were waiting for me to die. Yeah, that's my theory. I don't know for sure. Of course, I was drugged. I have no memory except for the 2 little clips of memory, but my theory is they were waiting for me to die. They were doing something to me. Because they took life insurance policies on me, I bet. But also the possibility of an inheritance. I haven't gotten mail. They were stealing my mail for a year, like at my townhouse on the beach. I wasn't getting the mail, and I thought it was the stalker from Tennessee. No, I think it was them. Yeah, I think they stole my identity. I don't have the heart to look at my own fucking credit because it's so fucked up from this whole thing, you know? I can't even look at it. It's so bad. Oh my God. We're talking, I went from walking into the Mercedes dealership and them following me around, begging me to pick out any car I want. By myself, guys, no co-signer, nothing like that, on my own, you know? Went from that to completely bankrupt. All because of these people, all because of this flock of demons and their sabotage attempts, their sabotage efforts. And they hit me as hard as they fucking could, and they hit me from the inside out. They paid those employees to sabotage me, to embezzle money, to steal, to sabotage all the orders. Yeah. Because I could not figure out, why would Sam do this? Why? You know, it just doesn't make sense. He'd do it for money. It's hard to turn down a lot of money when you're a kid like that, you know? Probably didn't think it would be that big of a deal. I don't know. Maybe he did. They were trying to shut down my business, you know? Definitely. But I recovered. I didn't recover, but I climbed out of the hole, you know? I was making like 30% of what I was making. But that was enough. It was enough to pay the bills and pay Amy. And then I kept getting hit. They kept fucking coming after me. Everything you could think of, you know? And then they sabotaged me, and the setup. That's when I lost. I couldn't function anymore after that. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go to prison. Like, I thought they got me, you know? And it was all false. But I thought they got me because they'd been trying to like trap me, you know what I mean, for a long time. So I was like, fuck, they got me. I think they didn't. God got me. Obatala got me. So I got out of that. And you know why I got out of that? It's because I screamed when I was not supposed to speak. They said, you can go up, stand in front of the judge, but don't speak. When I was in the jail, first thing I said, I was like, I was set up, Your Honor. I was drugged. I have no idea what happened. I have prescriptions for those medications. And they were like, shh, you know, don't talk. But at that point, I think they had no choice, you know, maybe to drop the charges, because I called it out. Of course, they didn't offer to look into it or anything, you know, nothing like that. But the charges got dropped. So, got out of that. And now they're trying to trap me on the Britney Spears method. And they're using my kid as bait, dangling her in front of my face like this. You can't see your kid again unless you submit to our psychological testing, or we deem your sanity. Like I said, what they're going to do is deem me insane. Try to hospitalize me and pump me full of meds or kill me. I mean, it's a slick plan. It's a slick plan. But yeah, it ain't gonna work, because I have a plan. Yes, I do. Emily said, on Midwest Girl, what happened to Amy? Like Chris Watt's parents? Yes. Yes, High Priestess, yes. In this scenario, though, the mother and father are aware and actively working with the son, you know. So, yeah, it's provable, you know. I think the mother is the one that's putting the hits out, you know. So, it's a very, very, very dysfunctional system of demons. From the pits of hell. Real life. I'm telling you guys, I've seen some shit. I've seen them shapeshift in front of my eyes. It's our wicked people. They are wicked people. They have an evil, evil streak in them. You know, and it's like an itch that needs to be scratched. And I'm such an easy target because I have no family. I'm introverted, so I don't have many friends. I just kind of keep to myself and run my business and take care of my kid. That's been my life, you know. Occasionally I'll make a friend or two, or maybe a little boyfriend here or there, something like that, but not really. I've been single majority of the time I've been away. But because of that, I have no one to advocate for me. No one to care, you know, if I get thrown in jail. No one to care if I get institutionalized, you know. I'm an easy, easy target for them, for predators, which is what they are. And they want to shut me up real bad. They want to shut me up real, real bad. And then the FBI hung up on me. I'm going to try another office. I decided I'm going to try another office, not Tampa. But I really, you know, I think they've been inundated. Which is so sad. But yeah, I do. I think they have been overtaken by dark forces. Scary. But I'll try another office. I'm gonna call Atlanta tomorrow maybe I'll have better luck there, you know, maybe Miami, I don't know. But I might be blacklisted, which is really, how, why, you know. This is so stressful. Maybe they think I'm undercover, and that's not true. I'm not. I've been asked before if I was in the CIA when I was in Afghanistan, and no. Not to my knowledge. So if that's the concern, please, that's not accurate. Yeah, never in my life did I think I'd see a day when, you know, when I got set up and I had the memory of the cop stomping on my feet, like, because you guys have to understand, I was out to dinner and I had a couple of drinks through the course of the night. I did, but I was not drunk. You know, I don't get drunk in public. Like I was fine. I had a few drinks. I think it was like 3 from like 5 p.m. to like 10 p.m. You know, something like that. I was not drunk, and there's witnesses to that. I literally closed my tab. I was with 5 other people at a big round table, and there's people that can testify that I was sober and aware and awake, you know? And then I leave the bar, and within 10 minutes, I'm lights out, you know? And I have no memory for a long time. There's 2 little clips of memory that I have, and it's the lady stomping on my feet. She had dark hair, she had dark eyes, she was a police officer. And she went bam, bam, and stomped on my feet. And there was a guy cop as well. And he was like, hey, what are you doing? Like and then that's it. And then the next memory that I have is being laid out on a silver table, naked. I was aware I was naked. And there was like officers around me. And one was leaning over me and she ripped my necklace off like that. And then that's it. Next thing I know, I wake up, it's like 11 a.m. I've been out for 12 hours, you know, at this point. And I wake up and I can see I'm in jail. I'm like, okay, but I'm thinking in my head, you know, oh shit, did I drink too much? I'm like, I must have drank too much. Oh my God. I'm like, how did this happen? You know, so I'm thinking like, oh shit, I drank too much. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I got drugged. This was a setup. Yeah. So there's no police. Can't call the cops, you know. That explains also why the investigators would not investigate my stalker. They would not do it. And this girl was a psychopath. It was insane what she did to me and how badly she stalked me like an animal for months, you know. Oh, it was so bad. And even when she violated the restraining order, they wouldn't do anything about it. They just looked at me and laughed, you know. And that explains why too, you know what I mean? Because the police here are just completely turned. There was one young kid during the stalker investigation that it was when because she had me swatted twice. So there was a kid that had come both times to both swattings, I believe. And I looked at him and I was like, hey, come here, talk to me. So I made him look me in the eyes because he was still somewhat, you know, awake, you know. I'm like, I need you to call your boss, call your supervisor, because they were about to take me in a paddy wagon. And I literally did nothing wrong. Oh my God. Yeah, this has been traumatic. So, you know, thankfully he called the supervisor, because the supervisor was there with the first SWAT, or the first what's it called, swatting, yeah. So you know, he remembered that this was a YouTube stalker, you know, or an Etsy stalker, whatever you want to call it. So he remembered that, and he was able to say, okay, yeah, don't take her in, you know. But they had the zip ties out and ready to go. Just based on what this stalker said. Completely. No evidence whatsoever. Because I didn't do anything wrong. But they would not investigate. They laughed in my face. They did. And I could not figure out why. I was like, why don't they believe me? Oh my God. And it's because they've been infiltrated with the enemy, the adversary, my adversary. Because I work for God. And they hate it. Buddy, come here. Sorry guys. This is what happens when I fucking get the shakes. What, baby? Come here, son. Oh my gosh. No, what do you want, buddy? Come here. Come here. Sit with me. Well, I'll pet you if you sit with me. Come here. It's really hard to fucking function. It's all this, it's just all this abuse, you know? So much torture. He's Lucifer, though. You just have to remember that, you know? It's like, how could somebody do all of these things? How could somebody be this inhumane? How could somebody, and I'm not just talking about taking Emmy, I'm talking about everything, you know? How could somebody do this, you know? And it's because high-level demon. Oh, I heard he's about to be sacrificed. By that I mean going to prison. Because he's had lots of people in high places helping him. But I feel like he's going to be cut off at the hip. Because he went too far. He let his ego get ahead of him. Yep. Yep. He thought he had me. He thought he had this one in the bag. I was done for. Aww. That's awesome for Sal. Simon's cute. I call his roar. He likes to meow. Yeah, he thought he had me in the bag. Just such an easy target because I'm kind and sympathetic. Yeah, that's what Ghislaine Jr. thought too. Oh my God. Cannot believe I'm ah! It all makes sense now. Oh my God. Yeah, this is a big deal. yeah, please be careful at work, guys, because I worked for very, very reputable companies. The two companies involved are very reputable and large and rich. You would not think that this could happen. And again, who knows what the companies knew, you know? If anything, they probably didn't. I don't know. But, you know, there had to be something. There had to be. There had to be some red flags, you know, that were overlooked big time. And I want to find out what those were, because I think it's super important to include that in training for corporations, you know, like they touch on it sometimes, but no, this is a bigger problem than anybody knows. You know what I mean? If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. Anybody that's kind and sympathetic, if you're in corporate America, watch out. There's a price on your head. They buy and sell you behind your back and you don't even know it. Oh, sorry guys, my legs hurt. Yeah, but just be careful at work. It's a big deal, you know. Don't trust anybody, because I mean, I would let these people into my homes, you know, thinking like, oh, they're safe, they're coworkers. No. 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 Yeah. I just think about how much damage that bitch caused in my life in such a short time. But we're talking a real Jezebel. She was able to come in, break up my marriage, completely have like everybody turn on me at work, you know, everybody stopped talking to me. Like it was just like the weirdest thing, and I didn't do anything wrong. But all of a sudden I was like the black sheep, you know, at work. But it didn't matter because I didn't want to be there long anyway. I wanted to move up in the world, and it wasn't possible there. So, I mean, yeah, that's true. Anyway, I look back at all the things she did. She broke up my marriage by introducing another girl, another Jezebel. So she asked me if she could come on my boat, because, you know, I was close with all the girls at work. I had a boat. I love boating. When I was married to my first husband, we boated a lot. And, you know, on the weekends, I'd invite the girls to come out, you know, all my coworkers and stuff, and we would have a great time. You know, we would, you know, go out to the sandbars and drink beer and just have a picnic. You know, we had a really good time. And so, you know, we would occasionally like bring other people on, or somebody couldn't come or whatever. You know, we'd swap people out and stuff. I could fit 8 people, and there were like 6 of us, so we had like 2 extra seats. So we invited this chick from HSN. Oops, shouldn't have said that. But yeah, she was working at HSN, another major corporation, you know, on the boat. And that's the one that ended up sleeping with my husband, like sliding right in. But I look back and I see that relationship was also facilitated by Jezebel. It was. Yep. She would always talk down to me, or talk down to my husband about me. She accused me of being an alcoholic, even though she would be the one that's like, let's go take shots, you know? She's such a bitch, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. But yeah, she was obsessed with my demise. She was so jealous of me that she could not function. She had to see me fall. She had to see me embarrassed. She had to see me hurting, you know? She's sadistic, as is Beelzebub. And they met each other, you know, in a global financial firm, or that's where they were working for 10 years together. And they must have concocted some fucking, either she got invited into the family crime ring, or those two came up with a trafficking scheme, maybe. I don't know. If they'd look into it, they could find out, though. But yeah, she was desperately trying to isolate me. Desperately. She'd do anything. And that's when, of course, she introduces me to the trafficker. Woman, I'm at a vulnerable point, too. And he seemed so nice, you know, so gentlemanly, so kind, you know, nothing to worry about. No red flags in the beginning. But then things started to unravel, you know. I didn't even like him, and that's the thing. My intuition was like, get away from him. Like, I went to Afghanistan after I met him, and he was begging me, please, 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 let's be in a relationship. Like, please, oh my God. And I'm like, no. Like, no, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I'm going to Afghanistan. I was supposed to be there for a year, you know. I'm like, I'm like, no, I can't have I don't even know you. Like, I can't have a boyfriend, you know, back here. I don't want you. Plus, I just wasn't interested in him. You know, like, we had some fun. We went out drinking a couple of times, you know, went on a couple dates. It was fun, but I just wasn't interested like that, you know. But he was relentless. I went overseas, and he was the only person that kept in touch with me because everybody else hated me. I still don't know what these people said about me to make them hate me, but everybody blocked me, cut me off. Nobody would respond to my messages. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like, what happened? It's like I was a leper. But yeah, they were intentionally isolating me. So he was the only one sending me packages, you know, the only one keeping in contact with me. Even my own family didn't talk to me. But they're just on their own little adventure in life. But yeah, it was all a ploy to isolate me. And then as soon as I got back, he was on my ass, you know, wanting to take me out, wanting to go to the beach, wanting to have drinks, you know, wanting to do this, that. I got a hotel room, and of course he's like, ooh, can I stay with you? Because he's, you know, a fucking mooch. And then I got my apartment, and you know, he's staying over, you know, like, all the time, like, not wanting to go home. Oh, it's late, or he would act like he fell asleep, you know, shit like that. And you know, eventually he was like, because I was temping in law firms, and he's like, you know, I wasn't making like great money. I was looking for a permanent job though, but in the meantime I was temping because I had been to Afghanistan, so I needed to get back into the, you know, work field somehow, but I needed money. So I was temping in law firms, and he's like, I'm gonna move in and pay half the bills, you know. I'm like, no, that's fine. I really don't need you to pay half the bills, you know, thank you though. I would rather be poor, you know, but I didn't have good enough boundaries, you know. I was too nice. He was staying there all the time anyway, so I was like, well, you know what, I'll just let him pay half the bills, why not, you know. And then of course immediately he's like, I'm gonna put on the lease, you know. So he goes up to the office and basically puts himself on the lease. I mean, I did have to sign a paper, but yeah. So I look back, and it's just like all this stuff. It was all manipulation. It was all coercion. It was all a facade, you know. He proposes, you know, at Disney World, you know, in front of all these people. And then immediately, you know, he's like, put it on social media, put it on Facebook, you know. He wanted the word out immediately, you know, like, it was like, oh God, you know, fuck. Ugh. I just didn't want to hurt his feelings. I was being nice, you know. I was trying to figure out how to let him down easy. Guess what? You can't let a demon down easy, guys. You gotta cut him off at the fucking hip, quick. As soon as you see that evil twinkle, you need to be saying bye-bye, sayonara, because this is the result. If not, they can ruin your life, your whole life, take everything away from you, including your children. These are demons. They're real. You should not mess with them at all. Even family. They're evil. These beings are evil. I really hope they come forward and talk about something like this soon. They need to. It's time. It's time. Because they know. I'm just tired. I'm tired of people being in the dark about everything. I'm tired of dealing with these demons on my own. I'm tired of being made to look like I'm crazy or stupid or a drug addict or a prostitute or an alcoholic. Everything that they have called me, they've slandered my name so badly. Oh, evil witch, that's their favorite one to tell people because it's an easy one, you know? You look at me and yeah, I have a metaphysical business, yep, but I'm a fucking light worker. I'm not an evil witch. I don't even do fucking dark magic, you know what I mean? I fight against them with my light work. I help people improve their lives and protect themselves. That's what I do. And they know that. I don't use tarot readings for evil purposes. But they've slandered my name so badly, it sucks. Credibility, you know, what did I ever do to lose credibility in any way? You know, like truly. I'm extremely credible. I'm very honest. It's so bad. This is all so bad. Now my poor daughter is subject to Beelzebub's abuse. Every day he has to torture someone. Remember, he has to torture someone. He gets a sadistic pleasure. It's how he gets his supply. He's not right. He's looking more and more spaced out every single time I see him. Like he's off in La La Land, like dementia. And he's got my 8-year-old. He's a pedophile. And he's got my 8-year-old. Because he paid a judge. He's the beloved single dad at the school. It's such a fucking joke. They have done nothing but push me out of that school since day one. Because this is a community. Do you understand? That elementary school is sick. They're racist. And other things. I have my suspicions. Believe you me. I have my suspicions. I don't have anything to confirm that, but I have suspicions about them. I've seen some weird looking motherfuckers working there. And they don't like me. They literally started in on me day one. They knew what I was. They knew who I was, you know? Day one. I was completely blocked from being ever able to do anything at any school, ever. I mean, I've gone to her teacher meetings and things like that, but half the time they don't even notify me. It's a big mess. It's a big mess. So then they can accuse me of being a bad parent, you know? After they're the ones that blocked me out of the school. They wanted me bad. They want her bad, you know? And there's a reason. She has light worker DNA. I think they're trying to copy it. I do. My DNA is interesting. I have DNA from 6 continents. this too. But that's a little bit down the rabbit hole. Yeah, they want her bad. And they can't have her. I said no and God said no. But yeah, I'm being obsessively stalked. Cops coming in. We just want to listen to everybody staying here. Dude, where's your probable cause? What are you actually doing? He got so scared when he saw me. He did. He looked at me and he was like, fuck, he turned his back like this. So that, because I had my phone. I didn't have it obviously filming. I was filming the counter. But I kind of like tilted it up like it was just in my hand, you know, so that I could get a little glimpse of him and show that he was a cop, you know. Because, yeah, he's like bullying the freaking front desk lady into giving him a list of everybody staying here, everybody checking in, everybody checking out, but with no cause. A street cop. And then he saw me and he turns around. He's like, oh, shit. And then when I walked to the gas station, there were several other cops following me around. They're waiting. They're positioned out here. And the FBI hangs up on me. Oh, it's such a joke. Triple wick. It's 3 wicks. Can you see it? Oh my god. They're probably saying, look at this. They're hexing me as we speak. That shit's turning black. It's a protection candle too. I don't want to pick it up because that glass is hot. I don't want it to shatter in my face. I gotta put that thing out. Hold on. Let me find something to extinguish it. It's the high John roots that are burning like that. It's crazy. It's just very, very hard. And I've been fighting this battle for a very long time. I'm worn out. But I'm still gonna fucking win. And I don't give a fuck what they say, what they do, it doesn't matter. Nope, we're shining a light where a light needs to be shown, and that's on this whole fucking operation. Yep. Yep. Big. It's big. There's so many people. Oh my god. There's so many people. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. somehow the political side ties to it somehow. It does. After I posted a picture of Matt Gaetz and pointed out his demonic features because he's a pedophile, I shit you not, I'm at a bar a couple days later and there's Matt Gaetz, you know, right behind me, like sitting there like with his big fucking head, you know, all looking intimidating, you know, his demonic beady eyes and his sharp teeth. And I feel like I am a woke target. I fucking do. Like I said, there's no way with all the local government stuff, the police, but how does this all intertwine, you know? This is what's scaring me. Massive. Yeah, woke goes to die, huh? You meant that. You meant that. Yeah. They did something to me in that jail. Sacrifice me to Satan. Sacrifice my body. What'd you do? Yeah, he meant that. Anyway, there's a political side to this as well. This is what I'm saying. My life is like a movie. And there's other political ties that I have from the past that maybe could have gotten me exposed to some of these predators who were infatuated. There's definitely political ties in the past. So yeah, I think these fuckers are fucking infatuated with also helping everybody take me down. It's friends in high places. Because they know that I know what they are. That's how they're able to get away with this. And it's gotta be from to Satan down. To Satan, I said it. I was sitting here the other day, and I promise you guys I'm not paranoid schizophrenic, but I was sitting here the other day, and all of a sudden you hear this like high-pitched frequency, like, I'm like, are they using some sort of like audio thing to drive me nuts, you know what I mean? Because they've been fucking with my internet. Cutting off my money. Cutting off my medication. But all of those things require friends in high places. You see. At this point, they know I'm a force to be reckoned with, though. So, we'll see how it plays out. Just want them all to go away. Put them all on an island somewhere and just let them have a great life, you know? All of you narcissists, just bye-bye. Have fun. Or the aliens just come get the rest of us, you know? There's not many of us left. They wouldn't need that many hovercraft. This place is infested. We're definitely outnumbered. Definitely. Got a couple people I'm still trying to figure out. Were they paid? Were they not? I mean, it'll all come out. It's all of it, because they've sent people into my life, like to date me and stuff, and that had been paid. You get what I'm saying? To fuck with me, like to fuck me up. Really, it's horrific. It's horrific what they've done. They've sent people in to sexually assault me. They've paid people to do that. None of this took me down. None of it. What you see is the result of years of literal torture. Years of psychological torture. Abuse. This didn't happen overnight. Me living in a hotel, being bankrupt. No, this took them a very long time, and it, you know, they had to really work. They had to, like I said, it must have been quite an investment, because they really, really had to take me down financially, cut me off at the hip. This is how they were planning to get at me, you know. But they've been working on this for a long time, and I've been suffering. I've been fighting my ass off, though, fighting back. And now this is my weapon, the truth. This is my last sword. I've been doing all of the fighting on my own, like without reporting them, without exposing them. I've been giving them the courtesy of privacy. Yeah, I've been covering for them. God told me straight up, do not enable the adversary. And when you cover for them, you are enabling them to do this to more people. You are enabling their wicked ways. You know, guys, I mean, many of you have people in your lives where you know that they're criminals. That's the kind of families we tend to get born into. Yeah, these people that have been blatantly breaking the law. I mean, it's unreal. It's unreal. Like, yeah, Florida's the wild, wild west, but this is fucking ridiculous, you know? It's ridiculous, guys. It is. It went too far. You can't kill people because they're psychic, because they're woke. Idiots. Torture them. Or cover for people that do. People that do human trafficking. But I guess money talks, you know what I'm saying? My question is, where's all the money coming from? I think it might be mine. It might be. So they're using my own money to pay for my demise. The ultimate trick. The ultimate scam. Yeah, guys, it's not worth it with these narcissists. It's really not. There's nothing that makes this worth it. If you notice that somebody has narcissistic tendencies from the beginning, just cut them off. Block them, move on with your life. Please. Don't do this to yourselves. You gotta cut them off. This is the result of a bruised ego. Well, and a spiritual war. Sea Princess, I would imagine I'm probably blackballed by now. I'm only guessing that. I could, yes. I mean, there's nothing preventing me from applying. You know, would they hire me at this point? Probably not. Only because I've spoken so much truth on the internet, and you know, if I was gonna go back into like anything like what I was doing before, I would need a clearance, and they may not want to issue one because of, you know, the truth that I speak, and it's understandable. But of course, I have never shared any sort of government secret of any kind. You know, only thing I've spoken of is this stuff that I'm experiencing in my real life. You know, but yeah, I don't know where I'm at with them. I don't know if I've been blackballed with them too. But here's the issue, Sea Princess. I'm actually fucking scared of like working with other people now. I don't want to be trafficked again. You know, I'm pretty fucking traumatized from all this. Like, I need to be free. You know, like, I don't want to go back under anybody's governance at all. You know, not saying the law, but I'm saying like for job purposes. I don't want to be under anybody's thumb anymore. I don't want to do anything where I'm in a position where I'm dependent on, you know, someone to pay me money, that could put me in a predicament, you know, like, or in a questionable position. I don't ever want to have my hands on dirty money, you know. It's been offered to me on multiple occasions, but when you take dirty money, you're signing a deal with the devil. You take money from somebody that you know engages in criminal activity, even if you don't know that the money's stolen, even if you don't know that it's, you know, it's criminal or whatever, it's still blood money, and I won't take it. I'll figure something out, Sea Princess. I will. I'm crafty. I just need to get my health back and my daughter back. And this is the thing. This, you know, doing this, taking Emmy really just puts, you know, my whole life in disarray again. You know what I mean? So now they know I'm going nuts trying to get her back, you know? So it's like, how could I even work right now? My daughter is literally kidnapped, you know? That's how I feel. It's true. It's true. She's completely isolated. She has no one she can count on. She's with an abuser who is literally a demon from the pits of hell. And when I saw her the other day, I was allowed to FaceTime with her for just a few minutes. And when I saw her the other day, she did not look good. So, you know, it's a bit distracting, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I haven't done any work today yet except one collective reading, which is insane because my whole day is consumed trying to get Emmy back, you know, trying to bring attention to this, trying to call you know, I need justice here. Yeah, I will get her back, Sea Princess. Yeah, I'm trying not to work for anybody again. I just don't want to do it. I don't. I just need enough to stay afloat, to stay alive. I've looked at some options. I looked at some rent a room options, which would be a lot cheaper than a hotel. So that's a possibility. It's just that, you know, you're living with other people, stuff like that. So I just have to think about what I need to do. Because if I was going to do that, I could save a tremendous amount of money. The hotel is not cheap. You know, it's over $100 a night. So, you know, a month is over $3,000. Pretty much all my money goes towards it, you know. So, you know, I need to look at my living situation and figure out what I'm going to do next. But yeah, that since I don't have Emmy, my options are a lot wider. They're a lot more open. Like, I can handle myself. I have a Glock and I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not worried about, like, you know, them trying to fuck with me. I need a lock on the door, of course, but, you know, I will shoot somebody if they try to fuck with me, you know. So, you know, I make that clear with all the weirdos I meet. You have to in Florida. It's the law of the land down here. So, you know, I can live somewhere like maybe cheaper, a lot cheaper, you know. Just to be with a fucking house full of dudes straight out of prison, you know, but let's do this, you know. I don't know. Yeah, all I need is a room. I don't need, but I gotta have somewhere that let me bring the cats as well. But yeah, I would be fine in a room. It would be great if it had a bathroom in it, but I mean, literally, that is all I need. I live in my bedroom and I have a house anyway. I never used the rest of the house except for, like, it was the store for a while. But I just live in my room. My family is low down now. Oh, girl, they're not just not helping me. They're helping them. They turned on me. Yeah, it was real bad. They were paid off as well. Paid off as well. But they also do demonic shit. They're very evil. I cut ties with them on my own. And yeah, it was my decision to cut ties with my family because they do too much evil stuff. And yes, when I started struggling, my stepmother, it was so bad. I was talking to my dad on the phone, and I had been telling them about like the stalker and all this stuff. And my stepmother was like, "Oh, Tina, don't worry. We're gonna get you all the help you need." Like, because I have a stalker, she said I was hallucinating. I'm like, I have a restraining order, issued by a real judge, against this person, and she's accusing me of being delusional. I'm like, what? All because I was telling my dad the story of the stalker, So it's like, again, they have a vendetta. They do. This is Jezebel. The Jezebel spirit has a vendetta to take me down at any cost. There's no low too low. My stepmother also has been on my ass since I was 6 years old, okay? At 6 years old, in first grade, I tested into the gifted program in Georgia, all right? And she was the person that supervised the county's special education programs. She's a teacher. So she would go around classroom to classroom and sit there and observe, So that's how she found me. And then, of course, as soon as my parents split up, she runs into my dad at the gym, and then they start dating and get married like 6 months later. So she's been on my ass since I was 6. 6. So no, they're not helping me, boo-boo. No. They were hidden enemies. They were. My mother, I haven't talked to her in 20 years. She's a narcissist. She's a Jezebel. Yeah, so, and then everybody else is dead. Everybody else is dead. I don't know my biological father or his side of the family, so they're not available either. But I wouldn't ask them anyway. I don't know them, I never knew them. So it's like, now I'm not going to come knocking at the door for money, Like, I'm not obnoxious. Really bad. Yeah, I'm going to link up with some other people as well that have also been exposed to some of the evils of this family. And maybe try to go that route. I need someone to validate what I'm saying, and I know like his ex-girlfriend completely was abused. Like there's no question in my mind. So if I can get her, but the thing is she abused my kid, so I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to work with her at all. I don't want to do any deals with the devil because she's abusive, and I don't appreciate it, She's calling my child an it and a thing. She's really gross because she's jealous. She's jealous of the light. She can't handle it. And that's what I taught Emmy. And that's when I started teaching Emmy about this stuff, that people do bad things out of jealousy. Because she's so innocent. Of course, she has no idea what the fuck's going on. She just knows she's being attacked. And she's a kid, so she could, you know what I mean? It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. Ugh. They're fucking so abusive. Conditioning her to tolerate abuse, So that for the rest of her life, she'll just tolerate abuse. They'd start immediately upon the baby being born, And I don't know what this ritual was, but they wanted her, like they wanted to hold Emmy as soon as she came out. They were trying to say that, like, oh, we have to hold her as soon as she comes out. It's our family tradition. And at this point, I still didn't understand that these were demons. I knew he was evil, but I did not put two and two together. So they're like, yeah, we have to hold the baby as soon as she's born. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm not letting you in the delivery room, like at all. And they fought for that. They hated my guts for that. They could not stand it. They were like, no, it is our family tradition. His mom got in my face. So they wanted to do some ritualistic shit to her right when she came out of the womb, and they didn't get to. So they didn't get to turn her. But they're trying to now. They're trying to make her sick, you know. Oh, they're so fucked up. She's such a feminine girl, you know, and they try to make her a boy. It's really fucked up. The mom wants to relive, you know, her life over again, and that pretend that Emmy's her son. You know, she feels like she's Emmy's mother. You know, she was throwing away my breast milk and stuff, feeding her formula. No hate on formula, but I was breastfeeding, you know? Oh, it's so fucking crazy. She's evil. She is a plotting, conniving bitch. She is. She's hateful. And when she kind of shape-shifted right in front of my face, I didn't understand it. I was like, oh, I thought she had like mental illness, you know? I asked Billy about it. I'm like, is your mom's mental health okay? Because, like, you know, she went from being this sweet old church lady, all kind and cute and sweet, to fucking demon, like, you know, immediately. Like, it was like a snap as soon as she didn't get her way. They were also super mean to me about the food I cooked. And they only let me have one holiday one time, and that was Easter. It was when me and Billy were dating, because they have to make the same family recipes at the same, you know, on the same holidays every year over and over. It's like their life is on repeat. It's literally like their life is on repeat. So anyway, but they you know, have a competition between the women in the family of like whose stuff is the best and like all this, you know. So, you know, I come on the scene and I'm like, oh, I want to do a holiday. You know, I love to cook and all of that. I really do. So I did a holiday and they bitched and complained about everything, you know. Oh, you make your mashed potatoes that way? Ew, I don't eat yellow potato salad. You know, it's like, then get the fuck out of my fucking apartment. You know? And that's exactly what I would say today if a guest were to act that way. I would say, you can excuse yourself. Thank you. Good night. Get out of my fucking house. You know? Because literally, it's not excusable, guys. It's a sheer lack of gratitude. It's meant to make you feel bad about yourself, you know? Embarrassed. Like they want to cause toxicity. You know? Negative energy. I don't allow that shit in my life anymore. Anybody comes at me with that shit, blocked immediately. No time for it. Yeah, don't do your toxic fucking demonic shit, feasting off negative energy supply, taking me off my mission because I'm distracted by your fucking bullshit. That's the important part, though, is that I never get to do my mission, my life's work, you know, is that I stop. They want to stop me. They're so mad. If you look at the court case and look at the first kind of motion to reopen the case, I don't know what it was called exactly, but I can't even read the pleadings. That's how cold I am. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I just have to, like, I don't know. I'm gonna read it, but he attacked the YouTube channel severely. Like, he was, like, trying so hard to get the YouTube channel taken down. Like, I'm not taking the YouTube channel down, man. What, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, you know? Yeah. You're not gonna silence me. They have done everything they can to keep me enslaved. And I think it really, why would they risk everything to do this, right? Well, ego's a one thing, yes, also the spiritual battle, but you know, nobody wants to go to prison, you know. So why would they risk it? What makes it worth it? The only thing I can deduce is money. There's a financial gain behind this. You know, it has to be. It's my inheritance. It has to be. I bet. That's why they were stealing my mail. Couldn't figure it out. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Digging in my trash. Yeah, I've been dealing with this for so long. I'm just so tired. But you know what it did is it honestly made me not give a fuck about what anybody thinks about me or anything. I just don't fucking care because everybody's been made to think the worst anyway, so I might as well fucking just go show my ass, you know, on the internet and completely fucking lay it all out there for everybody to see because this is reality and this is what I'm going through and I'm gonna tell my fucking story and it's the fucking truth, you know? I am fucking trafficked. Emmy is trafficked. But yeah, fucking tag team duo motherfuckers. Oh God, I could slap a hoe right now. I'm really serious. Evil. The depths of evil, yet unknown, people. But we shall see if we stay the course. It's unbelievable. I just can't believe it. Like, I think back on what started all of this, and like I said, I think there's a spiritual battle, you know, behind it. That's my belief. But if we were just looking at it from a 3D perspective, just as though they were normal people and we're all equal, right? We're all the same, right? Which we're not. Even then, it would be so crazy to think someone would risk like prison time because of the reason, you know what I mean? Like, just to like make me look stupid. Wow. So, no, it's money. There's money. Money has changed hands. I don't know how much I was sold for, but I was sold for a price. And it was facilitated and it was coordinated. And I have been tortured ever since. Why? Because I am a kind person. Because I am a light worker. And they say, well, why didn't you report it? The judge even said that. Why wouldn't you call the police? I'm like, fucking kill me, man. Like, they were gonna fucking kill me, you know? Like, I couldn't call the fucking police. I had to just play it cool. And then once I got pregnant, you know, I wanted Emmy. I still want Emmy. But there was never a minute where I didn't want Emmy. I wanted her, you know, and I wanted to get her out of there. And I thought about leaving, man. I thought many times about sneaking out in the middle of the night when I was pregnant. I should have done it. I regret not doing that. I should have just, but it was so hard for me to save money because he was taking all of my money. As soon as we got married, he's like, I can only give you $200 a week for living expenses. Well, as soon as we bought the house and had a mortgage payment, that's what he said, $200 a week, which the mortgage alone was like $1,500, you know? And then I had to pay everything. I had to pay his truck payment, his bills, all his food and living expenses, cook dinner for him, keep the house spotless. I mean, it was a nightmare. Listen to his griping and complaining and general just misery. He's so annoying. He thinks he's so smart. I'm Mensa. If next time I hear somebody's Mensa, I'm running the opposite direction. Because the two people I've met that are Mensa are both crazy. I'll be right back. I gotta get my chips. Starving. So fucking annoyed. The other thing is my internet, and I'm trying to upload videos, but like both TikTok and YouTube are giving me trouble when I upload any of the videos telling my story, anything mentioning any of the politicians, and that like the video will never upload, you know? I know this is a wild story, I get it. But it's true. Starting, guys. Everything I do is brought to court as well, Crystal. Yeah. They'll use this against me for sure, but I have nothing to lose. I have lost full custody of my daughter, so I am going to speak out on what's going on. You know, I mean, plus there's this is too big. It's too big, and I am not exaggerating when I say these judges have been bribed. Like they are. This is wild. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but if you look at the case, you can see like there's no reason to take my daughter away. They would have had to file all kinds of stuff, I would think, to take custody of your child. Don't they have to do that, or did they change the law? Because I thought you had to like prove a case with like DCF when you lose your child. You know what I mean? So like, how were they able to do this? You know? So yeah, if anybody looks at the case, you can see this is a fucking crock of shit. I'm trying to have faith in divine timing, but I know there's things, there's a reason for this. I'm trying to just be such a punk, coward move. It is. It's a punk, coward move. What kind of man does this, you know? Really? Takes the baby away from the mother. Okay, why? You know? Because we want to put psychological torment on the mother so that when she tests with the psychiatrist, she's a complete wreck. Because she's going into a nervous breakdown because we took her child away. This is all a scheme. They can't put me into a nervous breakdown. I'll be fine. They've tried many, 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 many times before. But that's the plan, you know? completely drive me crazy by taking my child away, completely unwarranted. And then when I test, they can say, oh, she's crazy, you know. They need something, they need anything, because they have nothing, you know. So they have to try to knock me off my rocker. So I got a 1-2 sucker punch in my back pocket, but we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it's gonna work. And it's so crazy because he's the one that's actually fucking deranged, you know? Like his eyes are hollow. There's nobody home. He's like, he's even like, I don't know if you guys ever seen demons do this, but like they pant, like they, and they like squint their eyes like this, you know? That's how he looks most of the time, like that, because he's being defeated. I'm much stronger than it. I've cut off his energetic cord to me, and he's withering. And they're withering because they're losing this battle. But my daughter's in the crossfire, because demons don't play fair. They always play dirty. Yeah, I'll thank you, Sea Princess. You know, I got a plan. I got a plan. I don't even know. It's crazy. Yeah, how they cause damage all because they don't want to see you thrive without their control. This is correct. This is correct. He allowed me to get the business booming, right? Because he was going to swoop back in, you know, like a knight in shining armor and sweep me off my feet, okay? Because he was almost done depleting the shit out of his girlfriend. He had abused her to the point where she wasn't fun anymore, you know? It wasn't fun to abuse her. He was kind of bored with it. So he starts eyeballing me, you know? He wants me. And of course, since I've left him, I got my light back. I gotten my purpose, you know? I've owned my own business. Like, I mean, I'm really doing well, you know? And financially I'm doing great. You know, everything in my life is going very well. And he sees that, you know, and of course he wants to go ahead and ride my coattails of good karma, you know, and so he tries to come back in, and so this is what he's thinking, but what he's not thinking, and this is what shocked me about all of this, is that he forced me to be with him. I did not want to be with him, you know, like he forced me to marry him by threat of my life. I wasn't in this thing consensually, and he knew that. So in his mind, he's created this narrative that like I was with him because I wanted to be with him, you know, and I was not. That's not true. And, you know, I'm wondering where he's at mentally, you know, because I think, again, he's got a narrative going in his head that this was like, you know, I don't want to know. I just want my kid back, and I just want to leave the state of Florida. I'll leave. I don't want to be here. Trust me. I'm happy to leave. I just need Emmy first. I will find a way out, but I need my daughter. This is so crazy. Yeah, my whole family turned their back on me. My aunt and uncle were most definitely bought out. They're very flashy. They're the type that are like obsessed with the Kardashians, and it's crazy because they're you know pretty well off. But my aunt's a complete overspender, so they were probably like facing bankruptcy because you know they've got like 5 houses, the Harleys, everybody's got new cars, you know, vacations to Mexico. They're very flashy. My aunt wants to live a Kardashian lifestyle, and though they make a lot of money. Because they're both retired from the military, so they get half their pay as pensions, and then they also, both of them have full-time jobs that pay well. So they have a lot of money, but my aunt would absolutely 100% be able to be bought out. Like, yes, Yes. Somebody came up and offered her millions of dollars as hush money. Yes. But she's hated my guts since we were kids, and I never knew why. I couldn't understand it, and I tried so hard to like get her to want to have a relationship with me. She's my only living relative, really. Well, I have 2 cousins, but they're just completely under her control. It's mind control. And how fucking twisted it is. So, my aunt is racist, okay? She's a MAGA person. She falls underneath all their principles, which is so ass backwards because she's got her child, 2 children, and both of them are biracial. One is half black, and the other one is quarter Thai. So it's like, wait, what? So she's got 2 biracial children, or multiracial children, and she's racist. So, but she says these very racist things openly in front of them, and they still come running to her like they're like, and I'm like, guys, this is abusive. Like, oh my God, and that's not all. She does all these other things, and they're just completely under a spell. I'm like, golly, girls. They're almost 30 though, these girls. So I mean, they're well into adulthood. There's nothing I can do at this point. They've made their choice. But if they aligned with her and stole money from me as well, that'd be some real shit. Because I was really there for them when they were teenagers, and other times, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. But hopefully they're not in on anything. I don't know, but I would feel really sad if they went to jail as well. All because their mom was greedy. Yeah. All because their mom wanted to be a Kardashian. So bad. But yeah, she's 100% able to be bought off. Yeah. And that's it. I don't have anybody else. Is she like some sort of like entity? Well, what is she? I don't know what she is. I know that the mom is some. I mean, they all are. It's obvious that they have an entity, that makes them like that. All right, and people love it. It's lovable, right? Apparently, it's very attractive to humans. So, or other, people, entities. Okay. But what's the entity? I'm trying to figure it out. It's not quite Jezebel, or is it behind closed doors? There's other ones though. It could be something else completely. But I'm trying to figure out what they are. I need to go like Google the internet and see what the public opinion is. But yeah, they're obsessed with the Kardashians, and before that it was Jersey Shore. And I feel bad for, like I said, I hope they're not involved. I really feel bad, but I can't do anything about it at this point. I don't know. Yeah, they definitely gamed up with the traffickers. So the only reason I could think of for that would be that they're paying, Yep. Because that was completely unnecessary too. So yeah, I'm facing a battle, The good news is that none of these people can actually speak on me because I don't have a close relationship with any of them, and I haven't seen any of them in years, and trust me, they're not the type to like call on your birthday, so like I'd see them like every other Christmas or every third Christmas, and then my parents I would see like once every 3 years or so. We would take a trip together. The last trip we took, I took everybody to Disney, $12,000 trip. Fucking assholes, man. They happily took that for me, smiled in my face, had a great time, and were stabbing me in the back the whole fucking time. There's more though, they took more. But yeah, they can easily be paid off as well. And like I said, my stepmother has been on me since I was 6 years old. So she has been tracking me for that long. She would love to see me go down. She would love it. She's jealous. Again, She's jealous because she's not gifted. And that's not my fault. But she wants to be gifted. You know, she wants to be special. She wants to be admired and paid attention to. You know, she wants to stand out from the crowd. And so, you know, she has to compete. Even though you have no idea you're in a competition with anybody, but yeah, you're competing. Because she comes across as so nice, you know. Mm-mm. She's evil. She has a rotten, evil core. And this is someone, again, who worked with children her whole career. Still does, I'm sure. But it's terrifying to think, you know. Because, yeah, they're weirdos. They're the occult people. Openly. Which I always thought was fine. And that's why I've always been open with everything, too. I mean, it's not like I present like I'm in, you know, into occult things, you know. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just not, I don't know. I've never hidden spirituality. Like I've always said, I'm a tarot card reader. It's never been a problem before the marching orders to kill woke. It was actually kind of a quirk of Florida. The spirituality of Florida is, you know, a huge aspect of it. We have a lot of like really cool like haunted places. We have the entire Casadega, the psychic city in the middle of Florida. Florida's a very magical, mystical place. There's a reason I am where I am. They needed high-level light workers down here. So I get it, and I know that I'm on my mission, but I'm fucking exhausted. But yeah, I had to expose these demonic flocks. And all the wicked things they do in the dark, including fucking burn pictures on, or burn candles on my picture and make voodoo dolls of me, try to kill me, take me out. And when that didn't work, they have to do a hired hit. They hired police officers to cover. I don't know exactly all the details of it. All I know is I was drugged and there were police officers in on it trying to break my feet. My feet are still fucked up to this day because she stomped on them like that. Yeah, I've been it's been one major, you know, hair-raising issue after another, and I've been dragged through the courts. I've been fucking slandered. I've been, you know, just persecuted, and all I had were good intentions. All I ever had in my heart was good intentions, and it bit me right in the ass. So that is why I will never enable the adversary ever again. Alright, let me get to work. Let me just chill for a second, guys. I'm sorry. I wonder about the coven too. What's gonna happen with that? I saw the coven. It's a coven. Wait a minute. There's something hidden in the walls of that building. She would always take hidden passageways up between the floors, up and down. They should look in the stairwell or in the walls of that building to see if there's anything weird. I don't know. They're doing something in there, but has to be investigated. Has to be investigated. Good night, girlie. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate it. No, I got suspended. I have no idea why. Etsy just suspends me whenever they want. I'm telling you, there's friends in high places. They're trying to cut my income off. Ugh, I'm so exhausted. Look, you're so pretty, girl. Okay, I'm back, guys. No crush on your teacher, Jackie? Oh. Well, we'll find out how your teacher feels about you if you want. Okay. I don't know if anybody else has paid. Midwest girl, what happened to Amy? Are we still in contact? Amy moved to Tampa, and she had somebody that had her back, you know, so she stayed with me until the bitter end. She worked for 4 months without electricity and not getting paid. 6 months, no pay. I owe her money. That's why I need my money back. I need to pay Amy. But yeah, so she was, you know, I have never met anybody as fucking awesome as Amy, truly. She had my fucking back through all of this. Like, she did not leave my side. Like, she, you know, she came to work every day and busted her ass, and she picked up the, you know, for me where I had to leave off because I was so stunned when I got thrown in the dumpster. I was like, oh my God, because, you know, I almost died. So it was like I was just traumatized, you know, for a little bit. It took me a minute to, like, try to get back on my feet, you know. So, sorry, my leg hurts again. So anyway, okay. Amy moved to somebody that has her back, and yeah, that's where she's at. But I talked to her. I just sent her like a message on TikTok this week, and she responded a little bit. We haven't really caught up. No, I haven't reached out to her because I don't want to say anything until I have her money, you know. Like, I feel like I don't have a right to access Amy's energy until I'm bringing money for her, because truly I owe her 6 months worth of pay, you know. And like I said, she was a trooper. At the end there, we were like splitting like 88-cent bottles of shampoo, you know. Yeah, we really went down with the ship. Like, she hung with me, man. So anyway, yeah, she's taking a break, and I hope she's getting rest. I have no idea what she's up to. I know she was doing some traveling and stuff. So yeah, she's doing really well though, as far as I know. She's doing well, which is great. She deserves that. Let me see. Guys, I don't know who has paid and who hasn't. I'm trying to look through the chats. Okay. I don't. If anybody has and you need me to do your question, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to do Jackie's. Yeah, this has been too much stress. Like, just too much stress. I'm very stressed out. He's gonna get karma though. I know it. Like I said, this is all happening for a reason. He's hanging himself. It's gonna come to light. It will. The shit's gonna be exposed. So still. Okay, Jackie. So you want to know how your teacher feels about you? Sorry, I'm taking a cookie break. I'm so hungry. Okay. Alright, Spirit Guides, Universe, Guardian, Angels, and Ancestors. This reading is for Jackie. Please allow me to be a clear channel for her messages. Thank you. I think he's attracted to you, Jackie. You know, take everything with a grain of salt. It's a tarot card reading. I don't want you to make any major, life decisions based off of it. But Ace of Wands is usually somebody that's attractive or attracted to you, There could be like a physical attraction between the two of you. And then the Eight of Pentacles would mean that he thinks you're a good student, that you're a hard worker. Maybe your hard work ethic is like attractive to him. You're not crazy. King of Wands. He's attracted to you. Hold on. Uh-oh. That's a precarious position to be in, isn't it? Yeah, he's attracted to you, so... I feel like, look at this guy. He's like, why? I don't know. Maybe he can't take an action or something. I don't know. We'll see, because you're a student. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles reverse, Strength reverse. It's like disappointing, Why? I can't say anything about here. Let's see. What's going to happen? Ooh, Magician reverse. He's a little manipulative, though, Jackie, is kind of what that means. So, well, somebody is in this situation. Let's see. Oh, I don't know, girl. You got the Two of Cups, but listen, I don't want to tell you like go out there and like try to hit up your teacher for a date or anything. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to get you in any trouble whatsoever. You know, so just think, you know, please don't take any uncalculated risks. But, you know, you got the Two of Cups. I'm asking, like, what's going to happen? It's the Magician reverse and the Two of Cups, though. So let me see. Give me one more. The Emperor. Oh, shit. I don't know. I guess this one's just going to be a wait and see, Jackie. But, like, I feel like he may take a, like, may make a move towards you. I really do. Maybe he's been wanting to, like, change jobs anyway. So he might make a move on you and see, you know, how you react. Because he might be trying to make a decision about whether or not he's going to leave his job or something. Interesting. It's impossible? Why is it impossible? Why do you want to know how he feels about you? I gotcha. But yeah, no, I think he probably feels the same about you, like you feel about him, you know? I want his notes on the math course. So you're trying to manipulate the notes out of him? Is that why the Magician reversed is here? I knew it. Really, what? Are you a bot? Oh, look. So you're flirting with him to get his notes, huh? It's cute. Okay. Will he give her his notes? Okay. Maybe. I didn't say you did anything, Jackie. Is this a bot? This might be a bot. Let's stop for a second. Can you confirm you're not a bot? Can you just say, like, I'm not a bot? Oh, it's a bot, isn't it? You're not a bot. Okay. Okay. Good. So, I didn't say you did anything. I didn't say you did that at all. I just said there was potential that he likes you. That's all I said. That is all I said. So, the Knight of Swords reverse is the notes, right? He might give you part of his notes because it came out sideways. The Queen of Swords, you might combine it with your notes. How's that? So yeah, I think he'll share some information with you, but maybe not everything. A bot is like, it's basically a spam robot that is, it generates like a conversation out of like AI, you know? So like you're talking to it and it's like a robot. It's not actually a person. They're really annoying. They come on the YouTube channels all the time. Yeah, people to put them on the channels. It's funny. Okay, Miss Starlight. I can't figure out how to do 1111, so I'll do another one for. Okay, thank you. How does John feel about me? And what is John's end goal with you? Yep, you got it, girl. Let me just stretch my legs for 1 second and I'll jump right in. Okay. Spirit guides, universe, guardian angels, and ancestors. This reading is for Miss Starlight. Please allow me to be a clear channel for her messages. Thank you. Okay. How does John feel about Miss Starlight, and what is John's end goal with Miss Starlight? I saw the Six of Cups when I was shuffling, which is good, a good sign. It's like a soulmate card, you know? Okay. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords reversed. Okay. He feels like you blocked him. I don't know if you stopped talking to him or if you cussed him out or like, you know, told him something like, you know, like blocked him basically. He feels like you're not opening up to him or, you know, maybe being totally truthful. Let me see. Ooh, he's got weird energy, girl. He thinks you're cheating on him. Like he feels like you have other boyfriends or something like that. I don't know, either that or maybe he's a cheater. Because sometimes this is a married woman, the Queen of Swords, you know? I feel like, because he's looking at you like a Nine of Cups, right? Which is a wish fulfillment. Yes, it's a wish granted. But it's also a card I associate with like gluttonous energy or greed, you know? So you're like a snack, but there's another meaning. Hold on, let me think about what I was trying to say. It's almost like you're an indulgence, you know? Like I want him to see you like, you know, like the Two of Cups, you know, like the Six of Cups, like something like that. You know, I don't know. Let me see. And then the Seven of Swords reverse is catching somebody up in a lie or deception. So I feel like he thinks you're so beautiful, you're so like delicious that you must have other options. He feels like you're gonna abandon him. Five of Pentacles. Even if you didn't do anything to like suggest that. It's his insecurity, you know. Okay, let's keep going here. Eight of Wands reversed. Yeah, like you're not telling him something. Six of Cups. He really does care about you. Let me see. I think his end goal. Let's see his end goal here. Maybe he's trying not to take things too fast, but he does care about you. He's just unhealed, you know. Temperance reversed means he's got a lot of unhealed trauma and stuff, so he's feeling jealous or something. So you don't think he sincerely likes me? It's just lust? No, I do think he sincerely cares about you, girl. Six of Cups is like, you know, he has feelings for you, you know, but he just has a lot of unhealed trauma here that's making him act out, you know. And again, I don't know if this is him or if this is him thinking that you are running around, you know, being a player or something like that. But he's, you know, his energy's like off because of it. Six of Swords reversed. He might be used to being in like toxic relationships, you know, where he's not used to like peace or people being honest. Justice reversed. I don't know, girl. The Hermit reversed. It's tough because there's feelings and he's sweet, right? There's a sweetness to the relationship. There's a soulmate, you know, connection. But he has so much turmoil in his energy. I asked what the end goal was, and it gives me Justice reversed, which is like not marriage, you know, not a balanced relationship or an equal partnership. It's like that, you know, the opposite of that. And it's almost like to drag you down with the Six of Swords reversed. It's like to drag you into drama, to keep you out of your purpose. Temperance reversed. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. But you know, it's just something to think about. It's just something to think about, because it's like, yeah, that's how that works. They come in to distract you, you know. So he's kind of keeping you off your purpose a little bit. Let me just see here. Girl, we got the Emperor reverse. That's my least favorite card. It's a narcissist card, you know. Yeah, you're a star, you know. So he purposely wants to mess my life up. I mean, that's how I read those two. Like coming in to cause some sort of drama, chaos, or imbalance, you know? Yeah, like a, dark angel. You know? Yes, Gigi, that's fine. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. And then this one, yeah, is like a control freak, you know? Like you're a star, you know? I feel like, it's like this energy is just pulling you down, you know? Like you're a healer. You're supposed to be, on your purpose, but this is like keeping you off track is kind of what I feel. You know, you gotta look at it like this. Is the relationship like uplifting you and supporting you, and, is your partner like, supporting you as you work towards your goals, or is this person just causing problems in your life, That's kind of how you know. Because everybody has problems now and again, but when it's constant and it's just never ending, it keeps you stuck. The Hanged Man keeps you from ascending. Let me see. What else does she need to know? Sounds good, Gigi. Thank you. The Magician, something that you manifested is coming to life. What is it? I don't know. Page of Wands reverse. Maybe someone that you thought you were defeated by, or you felt like you had no, you felt like you lost a battle with them. Karma's coming, everything's coming full circle. So if you're fighting some sort of like spiritual battle or something right now, you're gonna win. You're gonna kick somebody's ass, is what it looks like here, to totally defeat them. Queen of Cups reversed because you're being emotionally manipulated by an emotional manipulator. The Page of Cups reversed. Death card. Uh-oh. King of Pentacles. You have a King of Pentacles that wants to come into your life. This is somebody stable. But in order for this person to come in, this has to come to an end. Death card. That's what Spirit says. But of course you have free will, and this is just a tarot reading, so I know. I just, like I said, I know everybody, there's a reason he's in your life, and you could probably force the relationship or extend it as long as you wanted, probably, maybe. But would you be happy? Are you are you fulfilled? Are you living in your purpose? Walking in your purpose? And then I know he can be sweet, but I want him to be supportive of you. Like sweet, they're sweet when they want something, girl. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Definitely not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's this that keeps us stuck, because sometimes you got to cut the dead weight so that you can leap forward. And like I said, you have, a King of Pentacles that's ready to walk in at some level, and that's commitment. It's marriage, stability. It's knowing exactly where you stand in a relationship, not having to wonder what's going on with them. Are they gonna move things forward or not? Yeah, you've got a King of Pentacles coming in. So, it's up to you though. You do, like I said, this is all part of your journey. So there's no right or wrong answers, you know. Stay as long as you need to. It's part of like the journey, you know, that the good news is we have the free will to stay if we want to, you know. So you get to make that choice. But I don't know. I feel like I feel like you have a big purpose to serve, you know, on the earth. And I want you to fulfill it. I want you to have that satisfaction of doing that, you know. But it's your life. You have to see me. Yeah, that is tough. That's very tough. I know. Let me see. What should she do about? Ooh, they flew out. I don't know. Maybe time for a fresh start, a new beginning. The Fool card, you know. Leaving anything that's not serving your highest purpose. The sun reversed behind, you know. Oh, it would be a fight. It would be a battle to get out of there, I guess. Let me see. Two of Swords reversed. The Ten of Wands. There's something about, you know, like taking the blindfold off and unblocking burdens, you know, because you're carrying the burdens of so many, you know, people, or, you know, you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. So, and that's what's blocking your path. Because, you know, you're taking care of everybody else, you know, all the burdens. But yeah, anyway, that's the reading for you. I hope it was helpful. Cheers. Aw, thank you. Yeah, good luck. Good luck with all of it. Thank you, Miss Starlight. Okay, I am going to jump off. Oh, Gigi, I'm sorry. I wanted to ask about what goddess or deity is drawn to me. Oh, girl. Let's use this. Actually, this purple deck has a lot of different deities and stuff on it. So we'll try that one. Your ancestors all around you. So yeah, it shows you have a lot of different entities, deities. Let's see. I don't know, is there anything associated with like dragons? Because there's a dragon on there. Priestess. Ooh, girl. You have like high priestess deities around you. So, you know, some sort of seer, or like somebody that has like, you know, clairvoyance or clarity or something. But she's like magic too, you know. Mayan and Aztec, I have a lot of dragons and serpents. That's awesome, isn't it? That's so cool. Yeah, and then there's like this feminine, like she's like the town elder, you know. I don't know what you would consider her, but like what kind of deity or what deity she is, you know. Oh, another dragon, the Ace of Cups. Cute. Let's see what else. the 9 of Pentacles. I don't really see. The only symbolism on here is like a butterfly or the fruit. I don't know if any of that means anything though. Get a couple more. I mean, it's got to mean something because it came out. But like, what does it mean? Ooh, the moon. I wonder what she is. She's super cute. Maybe this is like, you know, more of like a darker entity or deity that like helps you. It's your shadow deity, you know? I don't know who she is exactly, but isn't she cute? I love her. I don't know. What's this? Like a tree branch, I guess? Yeah, something about a shadow deity or something. Let me see. And then the Knight of Cups, there's like a mermaid deity. Something about the water or the ocean, you know? Triton, is that who Triton is? Yeah. Yeah, snake ones are dark. Yeah. So yeah, definitely could be Aztec for sure. It's hard to tell with, you know, the symbolism on the cards, but you know, it sounds like they align pretty well. Is there anything else you need me to look at? Oshun. Oh, as soon as you said that, look at the card that came out. She has a yellow dress on, like Oshun. Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, you work with Oshun, so there you go. You've got Oshun around you, and then definitely your ancestors as well. You know? Oh, thank you so much, Gigi. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to take a break, and then I'll be on for late night readings tonight as well. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.